So I'm not feeling very well again, and I should probably explain. When I was about 10 or 11, I had pleurisy, which is like an old fogey's disease, an illness that you get that affects the lining of your lungs, and I was really poorly, and it's really left me susceptible that when I get a cold, it pretty much always goes straight to my chest, and that's what's happened again. My friend Val, he's a heart specialist. He had a similar problem. He's recommended that I get myself to the doctor and get a referral, and I'm probably going to do that. It's something to do with an inhaler, and probably some sort of drug treatment. Anyway, whatever. I had this cold, obviously, that I've been trying to shift since Christmas, and yeah, I think the puncture I had last week stood around in the cold doing that, coupled with the fact that I had another puncture on the Wednesday riding into work, literally within 50 metres of where I had the first puncture. Didn't really help. It really kind of got me freezing cold, and then that's pretty much kind of ruined my week. So anyway, then I did a longer run on Thursday, and that was the straw that broke the donkey's back. Anyway, here's the montage of what I have got done this week. Did decent good training. Here it is. So it wasn't a complete dead loss this week. I did manage to get a couple of good runs in, a couple of good swims in. I'm certainly noticing that I've gone up a lane at swimming. The guys in lane 4 at Masters are just amazing swimmers, and I'm very much at the back and very much hanging on for dear life. And the food intake from Monday to Thursday was pretty good too. I managed to stick to the 16/8 fasting and also keep my my actual calorie intake low. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe a bit more meh really in terms of the food intake. It wasn't horrendous, but it's much harder when I'm not at work to kind of stick to that routine of trying to not eat in the mornings. It's easier when you're busy, isn't it? But that said, I have lost a few kilos. Here's a little video of where I'm at now with the weight loss stuff. And that's an improvement. However, here's what Tony sent me.
It's the 8th of Jan and 1 week into the Hester Dauncey weight loss challenge, and I've weighed in this morning at 103.1 kilos. That's 3.3 kilos down on my weight 1 week ago. Happy with that. Haven't really changed what I'm eating apart from cutting out all the Christmas junk. Been training twice a day, and this week I plan to cut down a bit on the calories. I can't cut down too much because I'm training for the Penny Fan Dance on the 18th of January. So we'll see where we are then and then adjust calories as such. But at the moment, just hard work and eating sensibly, and hopefully this time next week we'll see another 3 kilos gone. Ta-da!
So that's 3.3 kilos that I've managed to lose, which is great. I've got a feeling over this next week or so, Tony's going to absolutely kick my backside because obviously I'm not going to be able to do any training in this next week or so. So the best I can hope for is that I eat properly and manage to recover, and then I'm able to kind of hit it again in weeks 3 and 4 of January. We'll see what happens. Off. Oh, and if you're wondering where that extra video was that I said I was going to do over the weekend, you can thank this one behind me, because he decided to self-dope over the weekend and ended up spending the weekend in hospital, having eaten something that he shouldn't have. But he's back home now, and he's fully recovered. And if I'm honest with you, the amount of money the vets took off us, well, thank God for insurance, because it was the cost of a decent bike. Anyway, that's it for this week. I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, I know a lot of people seem to watch these videos every week, but possibly haven't subscribed. It would be great if you could do that for me, and hit the like button. That obviously makes a difference. And if you've got any ideas of what I might be able to do this week, look at this thing. Off. Oh, there's a good boy. You spent a weekend in hospital, didn't you, Otis? Didn't you? You dozy dog. So anyway, hit the like and subscribe button if you can. Really appreciate it. It gives me a little bit more motivation to kind of post these videos each week. And I do promise, because I've got a bit of time off of training, I will most definitely be doing this extra little video this week, and now the dog's back from hospital. Have a good week, and I'll see you on the next one.